And the first time we aired the interview with Dr. Fahad Al Tafak was a few weeks ago when he talked about the UAE's relations with Nigeria. If you missed it, here's a recap.
The 5 years visa scheme that was approved in our cabinet a while ago is not only for Nigerians, it's for the whole world. And currently they are working on the specifics, and within the next few months the details will be announced on how and what is the mechanism to apply and obtain the 5 years tourist visa to the UAE. This is again in line with the strategy and with the vision of our leadership to welcome the world to the UAE.
And now here's a concluding part of that interview in which he talks about issues surrounding the Middle East. Enjoy. Give us your impression of Nigeria so far.
When I resumed in 2018, I was impressed with the infrastructure. I was also impressed with the warm hospitality of the people of Nigeria. Mm-hmm. When I arrived in Nigeria, the actual on the ground safety is there. It's a safe country, especially when we talk about the areas within Abuja and several other cities. We haven't really seen much of turbulence, which is again commendable efforts of the armed forces of Nigeria, which I'm sure they will continue to provide the necessary services and the necessary efforts to keep Nigeria as a safe haven for its residents and visitors.
Well, since we're talking security, I'm going to mention Iran, which is the elephant in the room. Current situation in the Middle East, the US and Iran have this tension that's been building, and just a few weeks ago there were talks of World War III, which no one wants, thankfully. Both countries have backed down. But currently the situation in the Middle East is still destabilized and quite uncertain. What is the UAE doing about this? What's their position on it?
We at the UAE have issued a statement last week regarding the situation in the Middle East, where we believe de-escalation is important. The stability of the region is the responsibility of the international community. We've called upon the international community to take the full responsibility in supporting the efforts of the peace in the Middle East, not only in the Iran-US that you mentioned, but also in other regions like Yemen, Syria, Libya, and some other areas where we see the instability is an issue. I think what we believe in the UAE, we believe in peaceful coexistence. We believe in economic development. We believe in focusing on social development, in focusing on human development as well. And we have made tremendous efforts in that regard since the inception of the UAE in 1971, where we've focused on human development. We focused on productivity, innovation, and technology. Today we're harnessing technology in the UAE, and we are proud that we've made significant achievements in that regard, especially last year in 2019, where we sent a man to the International Space Station for the first time in the region, and we'll continue to harness the technology in order to develop the nation further in the Middle East.
So the UAE sounds like a really peace-loving country.
Absolutely.
Are you saying the country is not caught in any crossfires in the tensions in the Middle East?
We have been always part of the international efforts. we act within the international efforts to preserve the peace in the region. The UAE supports the processes defined by the United Nations, and the processes also defined by the United Nations Security Council resolutions. Our work has always been within the international efforts in that regard, yes.
Okay. Well, the region boasts of having such oil wealth, to last many more years. You discovered oil in the 1960s, and ever since then, there's been tremendous growth in the United Arab Emirates. Are there thoughts for the future, perhaps when oil eventually runs out, as some analysts say it will eventually run out in the future?
We are proud to say that the UAE has diversified its economy away from oil. Today, oil contributes less than 30% to our GDP. We have made significant progress in industrialization. We have made progress in renewable energy as well. In 2009, the UAE was proud to win the elections to host the International Renewable Energy Agency in Abu Dhabi, in the Master City. And we are also proud that we, on a yearly basis, the UAE created a platform to exchange views, to launch projects in renewable energy during the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week. The UAE has also made significant amendments to its laws and regulations governing the international trade and investments. Today, we are one of the best destinations to trade and best destinations to invest because of the laws in place. We have also provided incentives to small and medium enterprises in the UAE and from across the world to come and invest in our free zones in the United Arab Emirates, which are considered today a benchmark in the region towards economic development.
I want to talk about those celebrations for the 50th anniversary. The Emirates, the UAE, entered the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest fireworks display last year, coming from December 31st into the new year, the new decade. Will we see more of this, and what sorts of celebrations are being put together, for the 50th anniversary?
I think for now the preparations are just starting, and the details of what exactly will be put in place will be definitely shared in due time. However, the UAE's celebrations has been quite tremendous over the past few decades. The UAE has been a destination for tourism, especially around that period of time in the year. Specifically talking about the Dubai inspirational celebrations that take place on the 31st of December, and also other dates is inspiring for the international community, and we have witnessed a big influx of tourism of more than 20 million people who have visited us last year in Dubai.
Did you see the celebrations? Were you home?
I was in home.
And how did that make you feel?
I think it makes me feel proud, and makes me feel inspired and motivated to continue the hard work and to continue in showcasing the message of positivity and of optimism that the UAE carries in the region.
Ambassador Al-Tafaq, it's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
This is our stop on the program this week. Looking forward to hearing from you. So keep the comments coming. The addresses to reach me on are on your screen. I am Amarachi Ubani. Thanks again for watching.